From trash to cash. So a buddy of ours gave us a truckload of old pickets from a fence he took down. It's nice redwood, but it all has stain on it, so before I can carve anything, I gotta sand the stain off. The piece I'm carving has a little bit of a cup to it, so using little spring clamps to hold it down as I spray helps me get a good clean line. There's some pretty small lines on this stencil, but I don't think they're small enough that you have to use a carving liner. So I did this whole thing with just the profile bit at a couple of different depths. To get these real thin lines in here on the boot, I went at 1/8 of an inch deep. Once the real small stuff was done, then I dropped it down to 3/16 of an inch deep, and I did everything else. Now, when you're doing something like this, it's always better to start shallow. This board was super grainy. There was a few areas that it was really hard to hold a line. So one of the tricks is to start shallow, because you can always go deeper, which I ended up doing. You can see in some of the letters, there's some spots in there, chunks of wood that I needed to take out. So I did everything at 3/16 of an inch deep, and then I went back at 1/4 of an inch deep, and I just took out the little chunks that I didn't get on my second pass. Doing big arched lines can be pretty tricky, so one thing that I do, I try not to do it all in one shot because I'm not very good pushing the router away from me. So I do each side and meet at the middle, at the bottom, and that helps me keep a straighter line. For the edge, I did a scallop with our chamfer bit, and the reason it sounds weird is because my dog Nellie is going nuts in the background. Once it's all carved, I brush it out with a really stiff bristle brush, and then I spray the whole thing with our black primer. Remember, you can use paint, but it has to be matte or flat finish, but primer does work best. Then I sanded it off with our disc sander and an 80 grit disc, and then for a finish sand we used a 120 grit disc on our random orbital sander, and then you throw a few coats of clear on there, and there you go. I think that you could probably sell this for $20 or $30, and because it cost almost nothing in material, that's a pretty good profit. You can find everything we use to make this on our website, makeawoodsign.com. Go check it out.